Final race then from the Curragh is race 35, and it is the Curragh Cup, Group 2 over 1 mile and 6 furlongs. Emerald Spell for Vinnie Gerard. Now is the time, Joshua Sutherland, looking for a treble. Blazing Might, Ash Munas. Devilish Game, Darren Thompson. Chameleon, Dan Hughes. Wrecking Ball, Joshua Sutherland. Hopscotch Strand, David Robertson. True Colours, Paul Parsons. This one again, Kakapuka Cucamonga for Dan Hughes, and Pleasant Chance for Paul Parsons. 10 runners. Away we go, and it's the grey on this near side, Chameleon, and stablemate now the Kakapuka Cucamonga, who leads them away, with Hopscotch Strand just over on the far side in second. Then comes Emerald Spell and True Colours. Blazing Might in the pink colours on the rail. Then we've got Pleasant Chance, the grey. Now is the time for Joshua Sutherland. Devilish Game and Wrecking Ball, Josh's second horse at the moment, just the back marker. But it's Emerald Spell who has now gone off into the lead. Has about a 5-length lead from Now Is the Time in second. Then comes the grey Chameleon in third. Blazing Might is fourth. Pleasant Chance is fifth. Then comes Kakapuka Cucamonga with Devilish Game in behind that. Behind Devilish Game, just moving up now on the outside, is Hopscotch Strand. Behind that one comes True Colours, and Wrecking Ball still at the rear of the field at the moment, but it's Emerald Spell who leads. They've just passed the 10 furlong pole. Now is the time is in second. A little gap then back to Chameleon on the rail, and the other grey on the outside, Pleasant Chance. Then comes Wrecking Ball now moving up into third for Josh. So it's Vinnie out in front with Emerald Spell. Has about a 7-8 length lead back to the Josh pair, Wrecking Ball, and Now is the Time. Then there's a gap of a couple of lengths to Blazing Might on the inside for Ash Munas. Then we've got Devilish Game and Chameleon with Hopscotch Strand moving up on the outside. On the outside of that one is the grey Pleasant Chance. On the inside of that is Stablemate True Colours. And just at the rear of the field at the moment is Kakapuka Cucamonga. But it's Emerald Spell who still leads. They're inside 6.5 furlongs now. Wrecking Ball is in second. Then comes Now Is the Time. Blazing Might just moving up on the outside of that one, looking a bit interested. Then comes Hopscotch Strand. In behind that is True Colours. Then comes the Dan Hughes pair, Chameleon and Kakapuka Cucamonga, with Devilish Game on the outside of that one, and Pleasant Chance at the rear at the moment. But they're inside 5 furlongs now. Emerald Spell leads. Wrecking Ball is second. Hopscotch Strand moving up in third. Blazing Might looking for a gap is fourth. Then comes Now Is the Time on the rail with True Colours just behind that one. Kakapuka Cucamonga trying to get up on terms behind that. Then comes Chameleon, Pleasant Chance and Devilish Game. But it's still Emerald Spell out in front as they head towards the 3 furlong pole. It's Emerald Spell who leads from Blazing Might. They're kicking for home now. Hopscotch Strand is third. The grey Kakapuka Cucamonga trying to get up on the outside. True Colours going with it, but it's still Emerald Spell who's out in front. They're past the 2 furlong pole now, and it's Emerald Spell from Blazing Might. Then comes Hopscotch Strand and True Colours, but it's Emerald Spell leading. 1.5 furlongs left to run. Blazing Might in second. True Colours now running on in third, but it's Emerald Spell for Vinnie Gerard. Can he hang on? He's died in the last 2 races, but it's Emerald Spell with half a furlong left to run. Emerald Spell, but here comes Blazing Might and True Colours on the far side, and True Colours on the far side starting to get up, and True Colours neck and neck with Emerald Spell on the line. It's a tough one to call. I thought Vinnie was going to hold on for that one, but just at the line I think True Colours has got it, with Blazing Might in third. We'll wait to see as they run away from us there, and True Colours does get up by a short head. So True Colours for Paul Parsons, Emerald Spell for Vinnie Gerard in second, Blazing Might, Ash Munas in third, Hopscotch Strand for David Robertson in fourth, and Wrecking Ball for Joshua Sutherland in fifth.